Water parks are excellent options on those hot summer days between the thrilling slides and pool lineups. But some parks go above and beyond in both the attractions and atmosphere. So in this video, I will rank the top 15 water parks I have personally visited. I have visited most major water parks in the United States, but there are still some notable exclusions. The biggest one I'm missing is Schlitterbahn in New Braunfels, Texas. This water park looks amazing between its scale and the unique attractions, which include multiple water coasters. I also have not been to Waterworld in Denver, Colorado. This is another park with a stacked slide lineup, including a few that feature dark ride bits. I also have not been to the Lost Island Water Park in Iowa, which I've also heard very good things about. I am also relatively limited in the international water parks that I have visited, but I have been to all the major ones around Dubai, so you'll see those ones prominently on the list. Starting off the list at number 15 is Rulantica at the Europa Park Resort. It is a beauty. This mostly indoor park is extremely well themed. The park has these different environments, and the use of lighting is brilliant. Heck, the lazy river here even has a dark ride element. The slide lineup is not as strong as the parks higher on this list, but there's still a standout slide in Doug Drop and Wildfall. These trapdoor speed slides have thrilling drops and fast turns. Then there are some smaller body slides and some tube slides that mix in some visual elements. Number 14, the World Water Park in Alberta, Canada. This is an indoor water park with a giant skylight, so the park's much brighter than most indoor parks. This gives it a better atmosphere. The focal point of this park is the massive slide tower of some really tall slides. The best of the bunch is Cyclone. This is one of my favorite water slides anywhere, as this aqua loop features a steep plunge and a pseudo inversion. This park also has some additional body slides worth checking out, including a body bowl slide that comically dumps you into the pool down below. The slide lineup here is not as numerous as the parks higher on this list, but I love what they have. Number 13, Water Country USA in Williamsburg, Virginia. This is one of the greener water parks out there. There is so much tree coverage as you navigate this park, which gives it a different aesthetic. Then the slide lineup is large and diverse. The best slide here is Vanish Point, a trapdoor speed slide with a near vertical plunge at the start. Then there's a water coaster in Cutback. It is light in the airtime, but it's extremely fast-paced. Then this park has plenty of additional tube slides, both old and new, to round out the slide lineup. This park also has two different lazy rivers and some colorful play areas to relax in. Just watch out for crowds on those peak summer days. This park can get very busy. Number 12, Dollywood Splash Country in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. This water park has a lot of similarities to Water Country. It also has a woodsy location and a well-rounded slide lineup. I just find the crowds here a bit more manageable, and I prefer the slides here a tad more. River Rush is the main reason. This is a fantastic pro slide water coaster. It is on the shorter side, but the drops have great airtime. This park also has some notable body slides and several good tube slides, including Big Bear Plunge, which is a family raft slide with some large drops. Number 11, Blizzard Beach at Walt Disney World. This is another well-themed water park. This one is designed to look like a ski resort. It starts with the iconic Mount Gushmore in the center, complete with a ski jump and a functional ski lift. Then there are pockets of snow all about the park. The slide lineup here has been stagnant for nearly 3 decades, but it's still strong. There are 2 wild speed slides, most notably Summit Plummet. This speed slide was once the tallest in the country, and it goes straight down. Then there are a handful of racing slides, and an extremely long family raft slide in Teamboat Springs. Then if you want to relax, there's a lengthy lazy river that circles the entire park. Number 10, SOI Mountain Water Park in Sevierville, Tennessee. This is the newest park in this list, but it already features a strong slide lineup. This park has 2 different water coasters. Avalanche is one of the best out there. This is a terrain-based slide that has phenomenal pacing, some large drops of airtime, and it even finishes with a giant wall element. The edge is not as airtime-centric, but this water coaster features some big drops and also a unique racing element. This park then features some solid body slides and several modern tube slides, many of which are built onto hills. Then this park has some interesting non-slide options too, like the slippery salamander obstacle course and the rowdy Black Bear Rapids action river. The landscaping here is not as fleshed out as the older parks, but I imagine this will improve with time. Number 9. Splash and Safari at Holiday World. If you like tube slides, this is the place for you. This park oddly does not have a single body slide, which is what keeps it from climbing higher in this list. But it does have not one, not two, but 3 different water coasters. Cheetah Chase is the newest of the bunch. This is a racing slide with some soaking uphill ascents. Wildebeest is the oldest of the 3. This one has incredible length and plenty of airtime on the drops. But Mammoth is my favorite. You ride in a large circular raft, so you spin throughout the experience, which adds an extra degree of chaos on top of the airtime-filled drops. Then this park has some other large family raft slides worth checking out as well. And this park is a really cool backdrop between the woods and the coasters constantly cycling. Number 8. Noah's Ark in Wisconsin Dells. Advertised as the largest water park in the US, I believe it. This park is large both in terms of footprint and number of attractions. Their standout slide is Black Anaconda. It is an older water coaster, but it still has over a half dozen spots of airtime. Then there are some thrilling half-pipe slides, including the visually stunning Raja that has you riding in a snake. This park also has some intense speed slides, most notably Scorpion's Tail. This is another Aqualoop style slide. Then this park has all sorts of additional tube slides and body slides to round out the lineup. There are 2 cons with this park though. 1. Staffing seems to be an issue as I've seen multiple closures in both my visits. 2. This park gets extremely busy. I highly recommend arriving right at opening and quickly moving to the best rides in the back of the park to avoid the worst queues. Number 7. Typhoon Lagoon at Walt Disney World. This park is themed to a tropical paradise ravaged by a storm. You have lush landscaping and pockets of cool wreckage. Then this park has an impressive slide lineup. Crush and Gusher is a trio of water coasters with some punchy drops. Then Mount Mayday contains a series of interesting slides. Mayday Falls is a rambunctious tube slide with elements of whitewater rafting mixed in. Then Humunga Cowabunga is a fast-paced slide. Then this park also has a legendary surf pool. This creates a colossal wave every 2 minutes that comically knocks everyone backwards. Then like Blizzard Beach, there's also a giant lazy river circling the park if you want to sit back and relax or get around in leisure. Number 6. Volcano Bay at the Universal Orlando Resort. This park features an impressive centerpiece with a nearly 20-story tall volcano. It looks incredible, and contained within are towering trapdoor slides. Cow Curry body plunges a rush and it goes straight down. Then Kala and Tai Nui wind their way down, offering fantastic length for the genre. But the star attraction here is easily Krakatoa. This is the world's best water slide. This water coaster's quick ascents and a half dozen drops with excellent airtime. This park then has a handful of family raft slides and a few other slides worth checking out. The biggest con with this park is the Tapu Tapu virtual queue system. It is mandatory. While this prevents you from waiting in long physical lines, the return times for Krakatoa specifically can exceed 2 to 3 hours, and you can only queue for 1 slide at a time, so it's important to arrive early. But even if you do get stuck in a long queue, you can still enjoy a few slides that are usually set off the virtual queue, the beautiful atmosphere, or the wild Taiawa Action River. Number 5. Yahs Water World in Abu Dhabi. This place reminds me of a Disney water park as it takes place around a gorgeous man-made mountain, and there are all sorts of slides sprouting out from it. The best of the bunch is Falcon's Village, a water coaster much like Mammoth. It has some epic drops. Just be careful of this ride's uber strict weight requirement. Then there are some exciting speed slides, including the Liwo Loop Aqua Loop. The remaining slides are decent, but plentiful. And as a bonus, This park features a unique inverted coaster and bandit bomber that winds its way through the mountain. It is a great way to see the park, and at least in my experience, this park usually has light crowds, so you can do a lot in short order. Number 4. DreamWorks Water Park in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the best indoor water park I have personally been to. The park is bright and colorful. That's a combination of the slide color palettes and the giant skylight. Then the slide lineup is top notch. There's a long water coaster in the DreamWorks Dream Runner, which includes some sizable airtime-filled drops. Then there are some of the best speed slides in the world. There are 4 different trapdoor slides, with the colossal Thrill-a-Gascar and Jungle Jammer standing out most. They are the tallest slides in the country and an absolute rush. There's also a body bowl slide, some large family raft slides, and some additional supporting tube slides. And the climate-controlled building means you can enjoy this park year-round. Number 3. Splish Splash on Long Island, New York. This is one of the deepest water parks out there. Every single slide here at minimum is good, and they have all the major genres. This includes a water coaster and bootlegger's run with a few great drops, action-packed trapdoor speed slides and bombs away, and some wild family raft slides such as the Hollywood Stunt Rider. And I love this park's atmosphere. Employees are super friendly, then the appearance is great as well. Parts of the park are woodsy, then many slides of small pockets of theming built into the queue line. This park can get busy in the summer months, but the operations are fantastic, which keeps the lines moving quickly. Number 2. Mountain Creek Water Park in Vernon Township, New Jersey. The former Action Park is unlike any other water park out there, and that's why I love it so much. It starts off with a setting. This is a hilly and woodsy park, and many slides use that to their advantage. There are a series of tube slides that are turbulent, and I mean that in a good way. Colorado River is a long and wild experience that is unlike any other water slide out there. It throws you about. Golly is another rowdy tube slide with some shockingly steep drops hidden by the terrain. Then this park is the famous cliff area. There's a cliff jump that is scarier than any slide in my opinion. Or you can ride the Bombs Away slide that shoots you off that very same wall. This landing is hard but exhilarating. This park also has one of the largest mat racing slides in the world in Surf Hill. You gain some serious speed. Then this park also has some modern thrillers such as the Zero-G Trapdoor Slide or the H2O Freefall Slide. And as a bonus, this park even has an alpine coaster included with admission. And lines usually are not a major issue here because of the lightning fast operations. They will send the next rider as soon as you're ready. And coming in at number 1 is Atlantis Aquaventure in Dubai. This is head and shoulders the best water park I have ever been to. And the craziest part is that they've expanded even further since I was last there. The quantity and quality of the slides is incredible. There are multiple water coasters, and my favorite of the bunch has to be Storm. This one is a series of climbs and drops at the start. If you ride in a single tube, you will be spinning throughout, which feels completely out of control. Then this park has some intense speed slides, including the famous Leap of Faith that goes out of the temple. Then this park has a large variety of tube slides, with my favorite being the Shark Attack that passes through an actual shark aquarium. Then there are all sorts of creative lazy rivers and pools to round out the offerings. And along with those attractions, this park is stunningly beautiful. You have that aforementioned temple as the focal point, but there's also impeccable landscaping as you walk throughout the park. So those are my favorite 15 water parks across the globe. What are your favorites or thoughts on any of the parks I mentioned? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this countdown, I would appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you considered subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.